Long time no see, fellow
Hey,
listeners.
hey, we're back, baby.
We're back. The Rangers are back. The Rangers are in the goddamn World Series. Last time we posted, we got 100K new views across our social medias, and we kind of
Yeah.
just went ghost after that. So uh, can't complain if
Uh,
that doesn't happen again. But yeah, man, it's a
yeah.
long time no see. Blame Austin, but we're back. Austin Ollie, sports podcast, right in the swing of things for the World Series.
Yeah, bonus
Where
episode,
were you,
baby. Bonus
Austin?
episode.
Where were you?
Yeah,
Where were
I
you?
was
Please tell
I
us.
was on a honeymoon, a little Greece, Croatia, a little
Crazy.
Paris. But no, I was trying to keep up with everything. Glad to see that, Adolis has a new child down south. Glad to see that
Yeah,
the
in the
Rangers
armpit. Mm-hmm.
are still playing. But yeah, man, Game 3 just went final. We got a couple things to react to really quick if we want to get into it. So I mean, I know we're trying to make up for a couple weeks that we missed here, but we'll hurry up and get into it and kind of react to what we just saw.
So before you left on your trip, what was your confidence that you would be flying back for Rangers World Series?
I think I was at like on a 10, being like I would put the mortgage on it. I'd probably say like a 5. I think a 4 or
Okay, okay.
5,
I
because
respect it.
I think if we remember, I think both of us said that. I think we said Rangers in 6,
Yeah, I think
both
that's
of
what our first
us,
prediction was. Yeah.
and I I mean, I think that if you would have told me after I think we won the first two in Houston. After that, I'd be like, all right, like, hey, like, I
Yeah,
would feel a
I
lot
felt
better and
super confident, man.
feel, yeah, super confident. And then to lose the two or the three in Texas, I would have been like, oh my god, we have no shot. And then just to kind of whatever, like, what did happen, and like, it was tough because all the games were at like 2 in the morning for me, so I would wake up and immediately check the box score. And like, I would see, if I woke up early that day at like 6 or 7, I was seeing the game final. So yeah, man, it was I wasn't expecting the series to happen how it did. Glad it did, and glad to be able to get back to see a little bit more of this stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure. I'll briefly touch on that series. I was done and dusted after they came to our house, and I mean that
Yeah,
was the
game
whole
5.
story for the whole season, where they just, I mean, we were there for the massacre of a game, Labor
Yeah.
Day, and like I remember saying everyone is like, yeah, we won 2 on the road. They suck on the road, but like what I mean, whatever happened on paper, like just the stats and the history was just repeating itself. I was like, Astros suck at home this year,
Yep.
and the Astros are just, they love playing at Globe Life, and they went ahead and won 3 straight. And I was like, I remember I was at church. It was because it was a Sunday game. It was Game 6.
Yeah.
I was wearing my Rangers polo, and they were like, "Oh, like how comfy you feeling?" I was just sitting there, man. I was just like, "You couldn't win one at home. You couldn't win one at home." And
Yeah.
I was just like, "Nah." I was like, "We're done. We're done. Like we're not gonna do it." And then we came back,
Yeah.
and then we did it. And then Game 7 was an absolute, oh my gosh, massacre. It was just,
Just massacre, right?
I could not call that ever. And like I remember it was like 4-run lead, 5-run lead, and my friends were like, "Oh, bro, like aren't you excited?" I was like, "Dude, no,
No,
not
no,
yet,
no, no. We've seen the
not
bullpen all season.
yet."
Seen the bullpen all season.
Exactly, not yet. And then we finally finished it off, and just Adolis had I mean, best ALCS in history, the most
Yeah,
RBIs ever.
unbelievable,
He beat
unbelievable.
Nelson Cruz, our very own,
Yeah,
and he already got
yeah,
the
I
record
saw that.
for most RBIs ever in one postseason run.
Yeah, and I think it was kind of like bittersweet, because I think it was on Game 1, and it was like the same day that David Freese like broke the record, hit the home run
Yeah,
against, or scored or hit the RBI against the
yep,
Rangers in 2011. So a little bit
yeah,
of Cinderella story, and hopefully it's a little bit of a good
right. A
omen that
little
we're,
redemption. Yeah,
breaking a little bit of a curse here.
yeah. But enough of
Oh
that.
no.
So let's get straight into the what just happened right now. So
Yeah.
Rangers win 3-1, and it's the show. I think that's the main story that
Yeah.
everyone's talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty. I think it was pretty dog shit. So, Rangers obviously, right, go up 2-1 on the series. After winning Game 1 at home and then dropping Game 2 in a pretty poor fashion. But a little stat for you here. Going into today's game, so the umpire was Alfonso Marquez in
Straight out of
this
Mexico, by
season.
the way.
Yeah. Okay. It's a shame. It's a shame because
I know, I'm
he
saying like
was
it's a good thing, but no.
yeah. Going into the game, he was ranked 77th out of 92 umpires in accuracy of his calls. So he called one
He
playoff game
showed
this
it for sure.
postseason. Yeah, yeah. It was. I think his correct call rate was like 91.7%. And the scouting report was that he's generous on outside pitches, but tight on inside ones, especially tight and up, which I feel like you kind of saw a lot is like from like the TV view, like the whole like
Mhm.
left side of the plate. There was just I felt like he was just missing a ton of calls on that side.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It looked pretty bad, and I know kind of towards the end of the game, right? It was somebody. It was the Diamondbacks where they had that guy that like thought that he was going for getting walked after
Yeah.
he had
I think
just
it was
missed a
Moreno,
call
the
for a
catcher.
strike. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had just missed a call on that at bat for a strike, and then just grounds out. Like it's horrible, man. And you would think that the World Series you should have your best of the best on display, but I mean I feel like every game in the series has just been bad call after bad call from the ump.
Yeah, so obviously a bunch of I know Diamondback fans are just baseball fans in general that aren't Ranger fans are going to be just saying, "Oh, like the umpire was with them, blah blah blah." Which in a game like this, I mean, clearly it definitely going to take some part of it. It's going to be there's some crucial calls in there, like bottom of
Yeah,
the ninth, and it could have had the tying run on base or the
yep,
to cut the lead down
yeah,
at least in the tying run at the plate.
yeah,
And well, it started off with Leclerc, and his very first pitch was a curveball, bottom of the strike zone. First strike, doesn't call it.
yeah, yeah.
And then
Exactly.
the call that the makeup call, quote unquote,
That was
it's so far off the
it's so
plate.
much
Like even,
it's so much worse. Yeah, it's so much
yeah, we
worse.
just can't like not deny it. Like we all saw it, but in my head, I'm just like, it's a makeup call. If you're saying that
Yeah,
he should have walked, then technically he should have struck it out too. That's
yeah,
how I see it.
exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't even out the how bad the first call or the last call was, but if we're getting to like technicalities, that's how it's
yeah,
gonna
like
be.
yeah, and I think, and I know this isn't the first game that something like this has happened to because I think it was with Houston. I think there was a couple calls like that where we had just like pretty clear and obvious like, hey, like that was a ball, but it was called a strike or vice versa, and then like a
Mm,
couple batters later, it was like very very clearly made up like, hey, like all right, like he's
yeah,
calling that because it's pretty clear that he knows he fucked up and he's gonna come bring it around and kind of make it up in the righteous in the end. So I don't know.
yeah,
I
and
think
we're on the wrong side of it in game two as well. I don't know if you heard. So it
yeah,
was a
yeah,
total of 12 missed calls, and we were on the wrong side of 10 of those calls
yeah. It's
in game
unbelievable. I
two.
mean,
But
I don't think it makes a
yeah, no
difference,
one
but
like yeah, it
still,
doesn't make the
like
difference when you lose 9-1. So it's I mean that was just thrown under the rug, saying how like you're not gonna be like, oh, the Diamondbacks won because of this, or
yeah,
umpire was more Diamondback, whatever. It's like if John Schmaltz was behind home plate. My gosh, bro, guy just dude, he just
he
keep
just
going.
hates the
So
Rangers.
I'm sidetracking now, but he was just like,
No, go ahead.
oh man, Diamondbacks weren't supposed to be here, so like if they're down, they don't care, they're fine. But the Rangers,
Yeah.
they got a lot of pressure, man. They were supposed to be here, and I'm like, bro,
No, they weren't.
I don't think he said one good thing about
In
this.
what region? And he hasn't all postseason. Started in the Orioles series.
I don't know what we
So
did to him, but yeah. But no
he
one
probably
talks
had a lot
about
of
that
money on the
game
Orioles.
two.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
probably did. Yeah, he's been following us ever since the Orioles series, right?
yeah, yeah. He
He's
was
probably
blazing the Orioles the
pissed.
whole
He's like,
game.
bro, okay,
Yeah.
this time they're gonna lose. Oh, they got the Astros. This time they're gonna lose.
No, and it's just like his worst nightmare keeps happening, and the Rangers keep winning.
Yeah. Let's
But
get to the reasons of why we won,
yeah,
how we did it.
go ahead.
First of
Yeah,
all,
so go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. I mean, you
Let
want me
us
to go? I got you.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
let you go. I'll let you go.
So I get a text from Austin. Oh, Simeon legacy game. 4 for 5 or some crap like that.
Yeah,
2 walks, a double, and all this crap.
I was smoking something, bro.
He gets ahead in the count. I think 3-1 in the first at bat, and he pops up again. I mean, are you surprised? No. But he does come in clutch, though. Gave you that. He did get the first RBI
Yeah,
of the
he
game.
had the first RBI.
Yeah, which brought in Lowe. And he had a low props to him, man. He has not been the best, but he looked really good today. Even I think it was a quiet day for him, just like in general.
Yeah,
He had a
he went.
walk. He saw a lot of
1 for
pitches.
3.
He hustled a double, which was awesome
Yeah,
for him. That's the reason we scored off that too.
yeah. And it's also like not to mention he's obviously dealing with a lot in his personal life too with his mom
Yeah.
like battling cancer and stuff like that too. So like just being able to kind of persevere and it's like going through like I don't know. I mean, I guess you can call it a slump, but like still like it's shown that he's been a super valuable part of the team and then just to kind of go and doing what he's doing now is pretty impressive. So I don't know. I thought pregame that this would be something that Marcus Semien would be like, all right, like it's time for him to show like why, like what he's been doing all season. But just this postseason, bro, he's been cold. But I mean, like you said though, he kind of came through. He had that first RBI, and I mean, you would hope that eventually he kind of comes around. But I mean, when you have the guy that's batting second, but doing what he's doing, I mean, it kind of helps out, makes it a little easier on all of us.
Yeah, and prior to that, props to Adolis Garcia for absolutely just gunning.
Oh my
Walker.
gosh! Yeah, that was
Well, he blows past the
It wasn't
stop
even
sign.
close. Yeah, it wasn't even close.
I see the ball dribble out to Adolis. I see him wind up, and like I see Fox switch the camera to Walker.
Yeah,
He just touched third base. Adolis has already slinged the ball from the outfield.
yeah.
And Heim catches it. He waits for like a solid 2 seconds.
And it just,
And then he comes in and slides.
Then
And I'm
he
like,
comes in attack.
and that switches the whole game. You can talk about the umpire, blah, blah, blah. But from that time, there's no outs. He doesn't run. He stays first. You got runners in the corners, no outs for Scherzer.
Yeah.
And Scherzer gets out of the inning without giving up anything. I think that's the
Yep.
same play that hit off Scherzer, which he ends up getting hurt. He comes out eventually. And Josh Young makes an insane play, man.
Just
Holy crap.
And I feel like he's been doing that most of this postseason too. Just his bat
he's just
really
so
hasn't been
good,
like
man.
yeah, his bat hasn't been the best, I would say. I mean I guess he's kind of cooled off since what was that the Orioles series where it was pretty hot.
Yeah, him and Carter
Garver
had a really good like.
Oh yes, yes.
It was him and Carter where they had like those extra base hits. He started off really hot. He's definitely trending downwards, but
trending down. But like in the
his
field,
defense is just
it's been unbelievable. I mean, just making like a lot of those like barehanded grabs, just slinging that thing all the way to first.
Yeah.
Like, and he may not get there every time because I remember I think it was a couple in game 2 where he had the same kind of deal and just missed it. But like still like he's making a play and it's not like it's nice to have somebody on that third baseline, right? That's kind of going to give you a little bit of a
especially in the hot corner,
yeah. You just like you have a little bit of dependency in the arm, just that they're going to make plays. So yeah, defensively he's been unbelievable.
I think in general, just this Ranger team. I mean, even like I think throughout the season, I don't know if they were. I think they were, if not one of the best, not the best, like defensive team in general.
Yeah,
like Simeon Seager,
I mean, errors and stuff like that.
When you saw the Golden Glove nominations, it was everyone in the infield except for Josh Young, which is crazy to me.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
no Josh Young. And I was like, I think out of everyone, he deserves it the most.
Yeah.
And they're talking about like, because of injury, blah blah blah. But I'm like, Corey Seager, first of all, is not known for his defense, even though today he came in big.
Yes,
the bottom of the 8th for Chapman.
The double play. Yeah, double play was unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. I did not think we had the chance for 2. I thought Marte was going to beat that out, and it was literally like this much.
It was close. And that was the one where they challenged and missed it, right?
Yep, challenged and missed it. Yep.
Yeah, challenged and missed it. Okay, so yeah, backing up. What else happened? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to like walk through the plays.
I mean, we had a big thing with Scherzer coming off, obviously. I mean, I think he pitched the whole inning, right, until he got pulled out?
Yeah, he pitched that whole third inning.
Yeah, he got hit, like, in the second, and then pitches, and I get the tweet from, what's his face?
Is it like Evan Grant? Or
no, not Evan Grant.
Jeff Passan?
Jeff Passan. I see he's like, Scherzer isn't coming back out. And I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, he was getting hit, but he was still looking good. I was like, bro, I was praying for him to go 5 just for the sake of our bullpen. Good. And then we had that fake news from Bob Nightingale where he's like, John Gray's going to start, and clearly not. He's available from the bullpen, and he came out lights fucking out, bro. pitch you another 3 innings. Basically, him and Scherzer get you 6 combined is what you asked for if that were the case before. Gives up 1 hit, 3 Ks. Ever since he's came in the postseason, he's played 2 games. Has looked absolutely dominant, bro.
Yeah, he's looked unbelievable.
Unhittable, almost.
Today was just, just.
And for him not to know that he's gonna play, or like I'm sure he knew, like he had an idea, like, hey, if Scherzer's struggling, you're gonna be the first guy up.
Yeah, because Scherzer had that like thing on like cut on his thumb or something like that.
Yeah, they were talking about it. Yeah,
it was like a little story, but like, I feel like almost it was like a last minute thing. Like, hey, like John Gray, like you're about to come in, like Scherzer can't go, and you saw, I think Fox tried to show like that Scherzer went out there to try and warm up, and then just said like, nah, I just can't do it.
Yeah, you saw him walking out, and he was just like, oh man, and it's just like, I guess like I think he came out and the adrenaline was still there. The blood's still flowing, and then you sit down for a while, and he probably got up and he said, "Oh,
he got tight." Yeah, he got tight, and he's old too. He's old.
He did get a rocket to him. I'm not gonna hold you. It was a rocket. I'm fine. I'm surprised he just kind of like walked out, but then I'm not. Like I said, just like the adrenaline rush, like probably just didn't feel anything. You just saw Josh Young with that great ass play to get you at the ending. He's probably pumped. Like out pitches, sits down, and he goes, "Damn, that shit hurt."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then hopefully another where the Adolis gets out with the oblique. I saw him pop that ball up and automatically just go straight to his back, and I'm like,
it's tough.
Nothing was going on. Like it just seems like everything's falling down slowly. So we'll wait and see and hear about that. Hopefully, it's just like I don't know, like a cramp, which he doesn't have to miss anything. And you had Spores too. He felt a little something after one of his pitches. He looked normal, but he was like, he called the medical staff. So a lot of stuff that could easily just burn this shit to the ground, which is kind of pissing me off.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like this is the most, I don't want to say like in control, but like, a lot of the problems that were there in the regular season, like just haven't necessarily been there right now. And, we dealt with injuries throughout the regular season. We dealt with the bullpen issue. Not winning a game after trailing in the 8th inning, not winning a game after trailing in the 9th inning. Just some of that stuff that we, like the Rangers, were able to correct this postseason is like, it looked like, oh, we were turning a corner, we're finally having things go right. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, wait, no, like, it's not the case. Like, we're just still gonna...
And then you have Chapman still fucking scaring you coming into this 8th inning, bro.
Jeez. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I think it's going to be a nervy end of the series. I think winning this game was massive just because it was a close game. Bullpen kind of showed out. Really only Chapman was the only one that really faltered, but like...
Yeah, I think Gray was absolutely just the big, massive part right here for him to go 3 innings. And 3 innings, 30 pitches, 25 strikes.
Yeah, it was. I think at one point he was 19. I think he had 19 pitches and 17 strikes.
At
one point,
it's like when he's on, bro, he's got some nasty stuff, dude.
Yeah,
he was hitting like 98, and like his like curveballs and sliders, bro, are just absolutely nasty, dude.
Yeah, and I think
so when he's on, he's
broadcast that like his typical pitch arsenal is like 5 pitches, but he's just like, for coming out of this bullpen, he's just got the 3 pitches. I think it's just the fastball, slider, curveball, and my God, is he just absolutely dominating. And I kind of like the like middle to long reliever role is just like, it's been super impressive. So, hopefully, like you said, we have no idea who's pitching Game 4 tomorrow.
Because at some point throughout the day we thought it was going to be John Gray.
I feel like it's got to be Heaney. I think that's the only thing that makes sense.
Probably going to be Heaney, Dunning again. Because Dunning, we have seen Dunning a lot this series, but it's only been like... I think he's probably thrown like a total of maybe 30 pitches. I don't think more than that.
Because he pitched...
And Heaney hasn't pitched that much either.
So, Game 2, Heaney pitched 6 pitches, and Dunning pitched 9 pitches.
Yeah,
and then Game 1, Dunning had 14. So
exactly. So he's like at 20 something.
I think it's got to be Heaney, and then it's got to be Dunning, like you said right after that, with like maybe Cody Bradford.
Oh, that's what I'm hearing too. Cody Bradford has been really good, bro.
Yeah, it's been really good. Cody Bradford pitched in Game 1. Went 1 inning, no walks, no hits. No, I mean, didn't just got out
Just
of
a
the
clean
inning
inning. Yep.
with
Mm-hmm.
clean inning, 11 pitches, 7 strikes. So yeah, man, I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be Heaney. I think is my best guess. I'm sure that'll come out here pretty soon, and then
Yeah, I
we'll
still want
have
to talk about that.
somebody
Hopefully.
like we'll have like somebody like probably Will Smith, and I would assume they give Jose Leclerc again.
Oh
Just
God, Will Smith.
can we talk about him? Can we talk about Jose Leclerc this
Dog.
this postseason? I mean, he's been unbelievable.
Except for that one blown save, but it happens. I mean, Paul Sewald
Yeah,
or Sewald or whatever on the other side has done it. Like, happened to him too. He was
yeah.
his first blown save. Like, it happens. I wish it was 100%, but you're right, dude. I remember my
I think
cousin
he's
Raul
been
was like, he was just like, bro, every time he comes in, like, I just get nervous. I was like, dude,
no.
I mean, me too, but he's your best guy.
Yeah,
He's going out there
I
getting
mean,
4-out saves. He was close
Yeah.
to getting
I mean,
another 4-out save today.
What
If it
was it?
wasn't for
What
that
was
double
it?
play.
What game was it that he pitched the 2 innings? Was it? Oh yeah, a game.
Oh, and then extra in
game one.
Game
Game
one.
one.
Game one.
Yeah, he had 2
2
innings.
scoreless.
Yeah.
He gets a win. He has a win. He has a World Series win.
Yeah, it's just and then like there's nothing more that juices me up than at the end of the game, like today, 90 just blows a 98-mile-an-hour fastball just right past him, and he just like bricks up like, oh, it gets me so juiced.
What got me nervous was, I think it's the second pitch. He gets the ball and he drops it. Like, they throw it back to him.
Yes.
You saw him drop it.
Yes.
I kid you not. In my head, I'm like, this is where the series turns around. Motherfucker can't even catch the ball. He dropped it, and I was just like,
didn't matter.
And he threw a ball after that, and I was like, oh my gosh. We were so good. We were so good.
But yeah, no, I mean, hey, I think we're looking all right. Game 4 tomorrow.
I just think today was so massive just to win. Like, in general, like, Game 3 is so pivotal, especially if it's 1-1.
Yep.
It's almost like winning Game 1. And, like, I know Bochy, I don't know if you know, he, like, every series that he's won the first game, he's won every single series.
Oh, that's big time. That's big time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't want to just, but that's what he's been doing. So, like, and also just Game 3, like I said, I mean, my expectation was Scherzer to go farther. I just hope he's okay, because he's got a Game 7 that he has to pitch if he has to.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, I'm sure he'll be fine by then, because game 7 is on Saturday, if it comes to that. So it'll give a little bit of time for his back to kind of heal up, and then that's 6 days rest too by the time he gets there, or 5 days rest by the time he gets to that too. So that's almost like a normal start anyway. So yeah, man. I guess do you have any other final thoughts for Game 3 that just wrapped up?
They keep proving me wrong, dude. Like I told you.
Yeah.
Like, confidence. I mean, I've been trying to stay so level. Like, I think about it, I'll be at work and I'm just like, damn, like, we're in the World Series.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Like, I gotta watch these guys play today, and like, let's see what happens. And then tomorrow's a bullpen day for both teams. So we'll see which bullpen prevails. But I mean, Corey Seager is just fucking, like, you throw him a change up there, he's gonna absolutely just crank it.
And I think that I saw that home run that he hit was 114.5 miles an hour off the bat.
Today's,
which
okay, because the one on Friday I think was almost the same thing.
Yeah, and I think
it was like
the
114.
the one that he hit today was the hardest home run that's been hit in the World Series or something stupid like that.
114, 421 feet. I see it right here.
Yes, that one that he hit, on Friday was just.
Dude, I knew from the get-go that shit was gone, bro.
Yeah, I wish I would have seen that live. That had to feel unbelievable.
Yeah, and then props to Brandon Pfaadt, the rookie. His last time he played us, he got absolutely raked. There was MLB debut, and like he went 6 and something innings. Or he went 5 and 1/3. He went 5 and 1/3.
5 and a third. 5 and a third.
And just gave up 3 runs. He had those 2 walks, and I think we did pretty well. I mean, he had been striking out a lot of guys in his recent outings. So I think we did pretty well with him on just like being patient with the pitches and fouling stuff out and like not chasing too much.
And I don't even think that he gave up 3 today. I think he gave up. I think technically it was 2, because I think
on there it says 3. So I think because the guy,
it's 3.
That was his runner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's right. That's right. But I mean, yeah. So I think he had a great game. I've been like really impressed with the Diamondbacks pitching throughout
Dude,
this. I mean,
that's
I
what's
don't
been
really know.
getting them
Yeah,
on to win games, dude. It's their pitching. It's
yeah,
not when it comes to games like this when it's 3-1. I mean, props to them. They held the Rangers down to 3. You would hope that
yeah,
your offense could do something about that. So props to the Rangers
yep.
bullpen for keeping it there.
For
But
keeping it like that.
the way the Diamondbacks are winning, like there's that one oddball where they scored 9 runs, and they
Yep,
scored that 9 run on or 11 or whatever it was with the Dodgers that first game.
yep.
And ever since then, it's all super close games that they're winning.
All close
It's
games.
just because their pitching has been fucking shutting people down. We've seen their offense. It's nothing crazy. But once they get on that base path, dude,
and they're
scary
running,
as shit.
and they run
Scary as
like
shit. Did they even get a stolen base today? I don't even think they got a stolen base today.
no, I don't remember one off the top of my head.
Right? I don't see one on here, but I don't remember anyone getting a stolen base, which I'm very surprised.
Yeah, I don't see one either.
And you could, I mean, if you want to like just like nitpick everything you want, like we were 1 for 5 in running in scoring position. We didn't have that many opportunities, and you got out hit. You had 5 hits, and once the bullpen came in, you really didn't do shit.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like you said, I think
the bullpen gave up 1 hit.
Yeah,
the bullpen gave up 1 hit,
and it was all Adolis, right? Or their bullpen. Their bullpen gave
their
up
bullpen. Their bullpen. Yeah, their bullpen.
Yeah,
like the Diamondback bullpen gave up 1 hit.
Did 1 hit. Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
if these are the guys you're gonna see tomorrow,
it's not ideal.
Shit. Yeah.
Not ideal. Yeah, not ideal.
But we won. Hey, we won, dude. We won. You're up 2-1 in the series. You need 2 more, bro. 2 more.
Yeah. So
how confident are you now?
Yeah. On a scale 1 to 10, I feel like it's a 7. I feel like that's a 7.
I'm right there with you. I'm not showing it, but I'm right there with you.
I think it's a 7. I do think this one's going 6, at least.
I feel like you got to win at home, right? You got to bring it back home. And
yeah, and I think that the kind of what you said is like us like having trouble against hitting their bullpen, like that's kind of an issue. I mean, that wasn't the case on what was that, game 1, but like still, I think
if you think about it, game 1 you weren't even supposed to win either.
Yeah,
like you were done and dusted. Like you were getting absolutely just. I don't want to say it took a miracle because a miracle would have been if Hedges was to get the winning run for you. He was close. He was so close to getting the walk off win.
Walk-off shot. Hit. No shot.
So, but you got a guy like Corey Seager and you have a Adolis Garcia homering like that. Like obviously just clutch people coming in clutch at clutch times.
Yep.
But like if you want to, like, we can play the what if game as long as we want, but what it says is 2-1 Rangers right now.
Yep, that's it. That's all that matters. So, and that's a lot of cause to be optimistic, right? And I think that the reason why that the Rangers went out and hired Bruce Bochy is to win games, and that's what he's proven he can do, and that's what he's a winner. And you know what, we've kind of noticed that once we've gotten to the playoffs, I mean, the Rangers are now 9-0 on the road. Haven't lost a game on the road.
That's absolutely.
Yeah.
Does that tie the record? I think.
I
know they were close. I
think it said they were tied with the record at 8-0, so I think they might have broken it at 9-0, or they tied it at 9-0, and then they would break it with 10.
Yeah.
So I mean, either way, right? Like, it's just kind of unbelievable to see like really the 2-year turnaround, but really, I mean, even the 1-year turnaround between last year and this year.
For both teams, dude, it's insane.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So. A lot of cause to be optimistic, and you know, I hope that they're able to kind of finish it off and kind of keep showing that you know what they've done this postseason just isn't going to stop here right when it's right in front of our face. So,
I just can't. It just can't.
It can't, right? It can't. Hey, come on.
It can't.
But
it can't.
That's all I have, man. I know want to keep it short, try to keep it under 30 minutes or so. I know we had a little bit of things to lead into, but
yeah, we gotta get the bonus episodes for these people.
Yeah, we'll get the bonus episodes in. So, do you have any final thoughts, anything like that you want to say before tomorrow's game?
Nothing much, but just holy shit, bro. I think they just keep proving me wrong, dude. Like you said, all the things that weren't going your way or all the problems are somehow just not getting completely fixed, but it'll work for now. Yeah. You need just 2 more, bro.
At the end of the day, you just got to win a ball game. On the win of the day, you got to win a ball game.
There's no such thing as an ugly win. And like yesterday or the game on Sunday, they're like, "Oh, bro, y'all got smacked." Or Saturday, you got smacked, and I'm like,
I don't care.
It says that we were 1-1, and they didn't get more points, they didn't get more wins. Yeah, you lost, but in baseball, you come back around and play the next day, and this is what happens. An L is an L, no matter how bad or
no matter how big or no matter how big or small it is, it's still a loss. Just the same way as a win.
Down is just one. Exactly.
Yep.
So,
well, sweet, man. Well, if you don't have anything else, I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. We're gonna kind of get back on a routine. I know we kind of missed a couple weeks here and there. I was just tough scheduling, stuff like that, but we're gonna try to have these bonus episodes, at least like post game recaps, upload them up, and then Ollie and I are gonna kind of talk. I haven't talked to you about this yet, but about doing something for the rest of the games, and maybe we do like a live stream or something like that. I know specifically like if they do something if they come back to Texas, definitely going to like Texas Live or something like that, and just being there for the game or being there. So, but yeah, guys, stick on the social media and Instagram, TikTok. We're gonna be uploading stuff on there and just kind of
keep showing us love there, man.
Yes, for sure. So. And with that being said, that's it for the Game 3 recap of the World Series. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the Game 4 recap. And hopefully we can stop after Game 5. But if not, we're going to keep it going. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. This is another Rangers win. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And with that, peace.